Hey everyone, what's up? This is DJ Angel Writer, and I wanted to do a piece. I actually wrote something down to get my thoughts in order creatively. The emphasis is on the writer today, and you'll see why. I have written a piece that is based on some things I have been noticing online and I think needs to be said. But I gotta do it creatively because sometimes it's the only way to get through. And if this inspires you to write, please do it. Poetry is a form of resistance, and I think right now and this time, poetry is definitely going to be flourishing. So here we go. Keep an open mind, but also beware, because maybe this is the message you need or the kick in the butt you need to have too. So the piece is called "To All Those Trump Voters and the Rest of You." To the Trump voters, I'm sorry you were taken like a used car salesman selling you a cheap lemon when you ended up in debt at the price. I know some of you are still in sticker shock. Thank you for acknowledging that you made a mistake. You're starting to learn the hard way. To those on the other side who are angry at these voters, your feelings are valid. But your taunts and "I told you so's" is a kind of bullying. It's a form of bullying. You're no better than those who voted for him. And the more you keep harping on this, the more they may want to go back to drink the Kool-Aid again. If you want a united front, this is not the way to do it. You have become just as divisive and you don't realize it. Remember, it's what the powers that be want. And remember, they are watching. So, to get this united front, instead of criticizing, reach out. Find out where they are at. Ask these bait and switched voters to join the movement. We need the numbers, and that includes all of us. Remember that we are all susceptible to the sideswipe, the spam call, the too good to be true sales pitch, the mess that we see taken on and off in front of our eyes. We've all been there. I've been there. So why bully some people who fell for it when they could have been or were you at one time? It's time to take a breath and give them grace. Remember, you can only warn and tell people so many things, so many ways, and it doesn't get there. So you have to resort to the fact that they're going to learn the hard way. I know I did after the result. Why didn't you? Why were you buying into it, harping on it as well? Why were you hanging on? I know I had to learn things the hard way and still do. And if you still do, then maybe you should stop projecting yourself and what you want from others onto others and start focusing on you a little bit more. You're no better than anyone else, no matter who you are. Whether you realize it or not, you've kind of subtly and implicitly are acting like the head of the White House right now. You just don't realize it yet or are in denial. It happened back at episode 1, and that's how some of the snowflakes became bread and how they came to be universal. Because remember, at the time, the big orange snowflake was there. Lest we forget, the leader sets the tone. So take a deep breath. Step away from the socials for a while and reflect. You could have been that voter. If the tables were turned, you would get the same BS and bullying. So if you don't want that to happen to you, don't do it the same way. Don't treat other people this way. On a special note, if you ask someone to join the fight and they say no, respect it. They're still processing their shock and trauma. And if they don't, they don't. That's on them. Not you to act like a door-to-door Jehovah's Witness on them. When they are ready, and if they do, embrace them, welcome them, and teach them what it's all really about. So what is the lesson? If you want this united front, it has to include all of us, not some of us, even those we disagree with. And also, reminder, united we stand, divided we fall. And they are the ones that want us to divide. It doesn't matter who we are. Remember, united we stand, divided we fall. Because if we're divided, it's only going to get worse.